November 26th, my wonderful student, James, who used almost a year homeschool with me, and we studied the best. And what is the best? Harvard and Yale textbook on world history. Understanding history is so important for us to understand what's going on. Right now is almost the election time, 2024. It's even more urgent for us to understand how the United States function. So James, in his wonderful private high school, they are studying Western civilization. And basically they learn everything about culture, institution. And James last week gave us a presentation on Roman Republic, especially Roman Empire, how the military system works, how the Roman Empire used violence, controlled, organized violence to conquer an empire and keep an empire. But here, we're talking about today, Roman law, how the governmental structure functioned in the Roman Republic and the Roman Empire, and how the Roman Republic influenced American institutions, including but not excluding government. But of course, the most important contribution of the Rome is the Roman law. So James are going to read this part and also use his own words to explain to us how the Roman influenced America. The floor is yours. Impress me. And impress yourself. Go ahead. Roman law.
One of the most important achievements of Roman civilization was the establishment over a wide area of code of law derived from experience and custom, but based on principles thought to apply universally and organized according to reason. It had a powerful influence in shaping the character of Western civilization. After the fall of the empire, the following selection from the digest compiled at the order of the emperor Justinian in the 6th century BC quotes the Institute, work by European leading jurist of the 3rd century BCE. It discusses the fundamental issues underlying the Roman conception of law. In the imperial period, according to this document, for what reason should a Roman citizen obey the law? How does this rationale compare with the rationale for obeying the law in the Mesopotamia or Hammurabi or in democratic Athens? What is the importance of concept of natural laws? What are the consequences of rejecting such an idea? All of this is when a man means to give his attention to the law, he ought first to know whence the term law is derived. Now, it is so called from justice, in fact, that Celsus neatly defines it, is the art of the good and fair. Of this art we may deservedly be called the priest. We cherish justice and profess the knowledge of the good and the fair, separating the fair from the unfair, discriminating between the permitted and the forbidden, desiring to make men good, not only by the fear of penalties, but also by the incentives of rewards affecting. If I mistake not a true and not a stimulated philosophy, this subject comprises 2 categories: public law and private law. Public law is that which regards the constitution of the Roman state. Private law, that which looks to be the interest of individuals. For some things are beneficial from the point of view of the state, and some with reference to private person. Public law is concerned with sacred rights and priests, with public officers. Private law is tripartite, being derived from the rules of natural law or the law of nations or of civil law. Natural law is that which all animals have been taught by nature. This law is not peculiar to the human race, but is common to all animals which are produced on land or sea, and to the birds as well. From it comes the union of male and female, which we call matrimony, and the fact and the procreation and rearing of children. We find, in fact, that animals in general, even the wild beasts, are marked by acquaintance with this law. The law of nations is that which the various peoples of mankind observe. It is easy to see that it falls short of natural law because the latter is common to all living creatures, whereas the former is common only to human beings in their mutual relations. Thank you for listening.